Meltros's obtrusive wall is now gone. Before us lies an uncharted path, the ends of which I cannot see. Student council communications have cut out. Sakura is being taken over, but I hope she's alright now. The parent body doing the assimilating is gone. Naturally, this may have ceased the takeover. More importantly, Gilgamesh looks toward the stairs leading to the core. That's right, this battle isn't over yet. Usually, we would return to the old school building, but we're in a race against time. Let's continue down the stairs. Let me hit my save point first. We need to enter the core before BB breaks through the barrier. Oh, Melt. Again, her character development and events in the FGO event greatly help her. Absolutely adore her in that event. She properly becomes a main heroine, and she's great. Actually used her quite a bit, also because the alter ego class is very useful. But oh, Melt, both you and Lip, you're great. I'm glad I got you an FGO, and I'm glad I'm playing this now so that way I get the full context. It hurts though, hurts a lot. Is that the core? Just the moon? Makes sense. Why is there a tree on the moon? I did not read that floor title. Whoops. I felt an intense light for an instant. I reopened my eyes to find darkness all around me. This is the end of the far side of the moon cell's central region. It's dark and cold, but I'm not scared. I feel lukewarm. I hear the echo of creaking that reminds me of a heartbeat. This isn't like the end of a labyrinth that we've seen many times before. This place has a similar structure to Labyrinth, but it's not the Sakura Labyrinth. It's a road to the moon cell's core, made of labyrinth parts.
ここは死と誕生の狭間のようだな。キシュガルを思い起こさせる。中枢に足を運ぶのは俺も初めてのこと。危険はないようだが、空間は糸のほつれた織物のごとしだ。立ち止まっている余裕はないぞ。道があるうちに駆け抜けるのだ。
We're breaking through.
ですです。やっと回線が開いたわ。何？モニター開いて。はい。中継カメラ、サードアイ開きます。
Hi guys.
無するの。中枢。
Gil, you're so loud.
BB の反応なし。まだ防壁の局がいた。今のうちに突き進んで。
Look at all these labyrinth parts floating around. It's actually kind of crazy. We run through the empty space. This space makes you feel like you're going nowhere, but I have a hunch that there's definitely an exit ahead of us. But just a little further. If we can get out of this darkness, we'll reach our destination. And as soon as I had that thought, it appeared. What is it? The floor? What do we got here? I don't know. What is this? Is that a BB wall? It is. How come she doesn't have clothes? Or is it a Sakura wall? Is this... No way. A labyrinth core? And it's colossal to boot. None of the others were this big. I mean, she has one more and it looks like it's herself. I get why Sakura is at a loss for words. Appearing before us is a sculpture of Sakura. No, of BB. Oh, the Sakura Labyrinth was in fact a Sakura Labyrinth. Huh. That almost makes too much sense.
そう考えるのが妥当ですね。それと少しだけ訂正を。あの壁の中に BB はいないようです。
She is the wall?
あれは抜け殻。ただの物理障壁です。中に入ることはできません。
Then how do we get past it?
それはそうよね。迷宮自体が BB の心なんだもの。でもこれどうやって壊すの？とんでもない構造強度よこれ。どんなドライバーも入りそうにないし、下手すると中枢防壁より頑丈かも。その壁がとにかく調べてみて。 BB ね、まさかこんな奥の手を持ってるなんて。そうですね。これを壊せるのはこれの持ち主だけでしょう。
But is the owner BB or Sakura? And could either one break it?
私たちでは破壊できません。無念ですが、違うルートを探すしか方法はないかと。
Are you assuming there's in fact a different route somewhere else?
だからあれは。
Speak up. Taking up Rin's suggestion, I examined the remarkably giant wall. Fundamentally, it's just like the other cores, but it lacks the warmth of life in it. Also, it lacks clothes. Like Ronnie said, BB doesn't seem to be inside of this thing. This mind has long since gone cold. That's what makes it similar to a billion-year-old slumbering fossil. Did you not like that?
月の裏側、量子虚構完成機で稼働中のすべての思考体に通達します。上級 AI による中枢制御が達成されました。
We didn't make it.
以後、ムーンセルオートマトンは人類の観測装置から人類の管理・運営装置に移行します。
Oh good, from watching to controlling.
繰り返します。上級 AI による。
What did she say? No. Did we not make it in time? But there weren't any signs that it happened. Sure, there is this wall blocking the way, but the core is right here. Nothing changed at all over there.
なお、この達成はセラフ内時間において 0.0001 秒前に達成されたものですが、
Oh, it's just happening too fast.
私からの要請を受け、現実時間では596万1600秒前に成立したものとし、事象選択を完了させています。
Someone calculate that out for me. I don't have my calculator ready. Is that BB's voice? The tone is different for sure, but it has the characteristics of BB's voice. What she's saying makes no sense though. 5,961,600 seconds. 86,400 seconds in a day. So dividing gives 69... Control was taken 69 days ago? Wait, doubts aside, why are my limbs shaking? The space itself is shaking, but aside from that, I'm also being driven by a mysterious impulse coming from inside of me. I'm scared. Yeah, scared. I'm scared. What primordial fear is this? What? What primordial fear this is? I feel like that's not correct. Anyway, being here scares me. Hearing that voice scares me. Gauging the situation scares me. Facing reality scares me. Looking back at the past scares me. Looking to the future scares me. No matter what I do, it's all now. And comprehending the present, this moment, from the bottom of my heart scares me.
やっぱりそういうことだったのね。逃げて。
Where? Where am I going?
もう BB には、いえ、初めから BB にはかなわなかった。これは最初から決まって。そう、初めからあなたたちは間に合わない。私が中枢にたどり着いた後から このゲームは始まったのだから。
But how? What? What's been happening then?
そして私の所有時間中にこの領域における侵入者を許した形跡はありません。矛盾をなくすためバグを消去します。桜ベールグランデに到達した侵入個体を検索。
You decided to give this wall a fancy name?
個体名サーバントギルガメッシュ共に排除します。あなたたちの時間はここで停止です。
No, I like to not cease, thank you very much.
ナピューシステムの使用が来るか。撤退だマスター。空間ごと消されるぞ。恐怖に飲まれたか。たわけ。
The tides of Nepishtim, the great collapse, the great flood. It's the apocalypse. I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. My body won't move, I'm too afraid. My limbs have been lopped off at the base. But what's so scary? Obviously you'll be scared. I mean, confronting a god as a human is scary. Hearing a god declare that they're going to erase you is scary. No, that's not it. Something like that isn't scary. This fear is really disgust. Something that's become the moon cell should not be speaking in human. That's right. It's not the humans that fear God. It's repulsive to see a god that's taken on the mind of a human.
早く逃げて。そこで消されたら本当におしまいよ。やり直しすらできなくなる。強制退出間に合いません。早く。
I don't...
ダメよリービー。その人を消しちゃダメ。
Do we get to have another game over sequence? Again? Oh, I think I'm alive. Hello? We made it out? We good? I awake from a heavy darkness. It seems that I was out for quite a long time. With my consciousness still unsteady, I give my arms, hands, and body a once-over. I'm in one piece. These are the old school building's grounds. Apparently, I was able to make a clean getaway out of that unidentifiable predicament in front of that colossal labyrinth core. Stay conscious. Don't fall asleep. If this were the end, the only thing left to do would be for me to personally snuff you out. Gilgamesh's call rings in my ears. It was a frantic, serious voice. I'm still struggling to pour strength into my hand, but I move it. I look at Gilgamesh and say, I'm all right. You're awake. It appears the outer layer of your mind has gone numb, but it's nothing so long as... but it's nothing. So long as you feel fear, you're still human. Breathe a while and rest your thoughts. You faced the unmistakable might of a god. It will take some time for your instincts to settle down. Listening to Gilgamesh, I rest for a while. Soon enough, I feel better. I stand up to find I can walk without any issue. This is a different angle. But I wonder why I feel so dejected. It's like my brain is turned into lead. I got out of that predicament, but my mind is still completely restless. Usually, no matter what pinch I was in, the moment I returned alive, I felt a relief that would ease my mind. But just walking is making me feel down. Then, thinking about it, it hit me like a divine revelation. It's natural for me to feel down. After all, I still haven't gotten away from the fear I just experienced. There's nothing I can do about it now. I made it back to the old school building, a safe zone, but that darkness still lingers in my mind. Yeah, it's as if the sensation of, I made it back somehow, isn't coming to me. Did I make it back? Is this actually the school? Or are we in some, like, bizarro dimension? This isn't right. Where are we? All dead, huh? I returned to the student council room with a heavy heart. Good. Rin, Ronnie, and Sakura are okay. I don't think Earth is, though. Only one thing is different here. It's the simulator Ronnie was running. It stopped doing anything. Seeing this, I became worried that the vague anxiety hanging over me was now an evident truth. Okay. Without any basis for doing so, I accept it. Which means I...
シミュレーターは終了しました。BB がムーンセルを掌握。いえ、BB がムーンセルの運営ソフトとして登用された場合の7日後。その最終死亡数値は、現在の人口の 90%。地球上の文明は、ほぼ停止すると見ていいでしょう。
Good. Great. Wonderful. 90%. That big of a number is what we end up with, huh? But we still have time. A collapse in the future is imminent, but we still have 7 days to work with. If we can somehow separate BB from the moon cell as soon as possible. Yeah, but was that 7 days 62 days ago?
会長、それは、もう。
Is she trying to say that it's impossible? That beating BB is impossible? I know that. I already know that. I'm trying desperately to stay strong, but my heart is already broken. Still, we have to do it, I say. I can't stand by and watch the Earth collapse.
違うのです。7日の猶予があるのではありません。もう地球は滅びています。セブンレイターはシミュレーターでもあり、記録装置でもありました。あれは実在した7日間。我々が月の裏側に囚われた時から、地球は死の星なのです。
So... It was a rigged game from the start, huh?
私たちはセブンレイターを通じて、もう決定してしまった今を眺めていたに過ぎなかった。
I can't understand what Ronnie is saying. Nevertheless, I find myself accepting the outcome. The Earth is already in ruins? Is that so? We've been looking into the future? Apparently. I mean, you know, Chaldea has looking into the past and potential futures and stuff like that. I don't know how that whole thing works, to be honest. It's odd, and ray shifting is weird. But it makes for, you know, gameplay, I guess.
そうよ。人類は滅びたわ。BB が中枢にたどり着いた。その事実が確定した瞬間にね。
2 months ago.
猶予なんて初めからなかったのよ。いえ、そもそもこの月の裏側に時間の経過なんてありはしなかった。
Time doesn't pass. Does that mean we've been in a loop? Just like how I was endlessly repeating the preliminaries, have we been repeating the same span of time? That question is of no importance right now, though.
ループだったらまだ希望があったかもね。でも違うの。BB は防壁を破壊して中枢を取り囲んだ時点でムーンセルになった。そしてムーンセルには私たち観測宇宙での時間の概念が存在しない。彼女はもう未来にいながら過去にいるのよ。
I don't get what Rin is saying at all, but I don't have the willpower to question it.
ごめんなさい。私も説明できる精神状態じゃないの。悪いけど結論だけ言わせて。
We lost. We never could have won in the first place.
私たちはもう何をやっても BB、 いえ、ムーンセルにはかなわない。彼女は聖杯そのものになってしまった。
The Holy Grail, a wishing device that grants any wish come true, which is given to the victor of the Holy Grail War. Ah, okay. Is this sorrow coming from realizing this truth with all 5 of my senses? Back when I was in front of that colossal wall, from the bottom of my heart, I no longer...
聖杯は一定周期で地球の未来をシミュレートし、その記録を保管し続ける観測機械です。それは人類史の始まりから続いている。仮想とはいえ、この月には無限の未来が記録されているのです。ムーンセルを手に入れるということは、自分が望む未来をその中から探し出し、実行できるということ。
Right, and that's why it's a wish-granting device. It's which future do you want? And we will calculate how you reach that. And that is your wish. And that is how it is granted.
わかる？すぐに思い通りの世界になるわけじゃないけど、確実に自分の願った通りに地球を運営できる。この上なくリアリティに満ちた願望機、いえ、スケジュール運営装置、それがムーンセル中枢なの。その願望機自体が意志を持って未来を決定したのよ。人類の絶命を。外の世界では絶命の未来が生死として進んでいる。今さら表に戻っても聖杯戦争どころかムーンセル自体あるかどうか。はい、この月の裏側は記録宇宙ですから、私たちもまだ生きていられますが、表の人たちから見ればこちら側にいる私たちはゴーストのようなものでしょうね。
What they said just now struck me a little. Rin said, even if we return to the near side. Judging by that phrasing, does that mean they've confirmed that there's a way to return to the near side?
ええ、 BB の宣言の直後、表へのゲートが出現したわ。きっと表、生死の未来においてムーンセルの機能が変化したからだと思う。私たちその気になればいつでも聖杯戦争に戻れるわ。でもすでに外は地獄でしょう。月にも地上にも私たちが生存できる場所はありません。つまり、
Ah, I figured we might reach that conclusion. Please don't tell me. Please, don't say it. Because the conclusion I came to when I stood in front of that wall ended up coming true.
まだ居場所はあります。時間がねじ曲げられているここに残っていれば。
And then what? We wait out the end of time?
永遠に現在にとどまっていられる月の裏側に残っていれば皆さんは安全です。
Because life in a stagnant time is so much fun.
そんな命に、そんな生存に何の意味があるでしょう。月の表側、聖杯戦争に戻るという私たちの最終目的もここに意味を失いました。私たちは終わったのです。
Ronnie's words fall in the student council room like a curtain call. It's all over? The Earth, the Holy Grail War, our battle, it's all really over? Without a doubt, it really is over. The proof is in the fact that no one said anything further. Oh, we are so happy right now. A strong sense of failure shrouds my vision in darkness. Our battle ends here. Death simply hasn't visited us yet, and we have nowhere left to go. The sweet poison slowly making its way through our bodies had reached lethal levels from the very start. We simply hadn't realized it. I guess I'll save. Chapter 7, huh? I love you. Depths of the young maiden.
最後の話をしよ
Final, huh?
う。儚く現実に敗れる。当たり前の恋の話を。
Is that it? Oh. Suddenly, I heard strange words.
いや、そちらは大変なことになっているようだね。
Is that twice? They were calm words. There was no voice. It was like I was being being directly spoken to, not through sound, but through text, even though there was sound.
こちらはいよいよ大詰めだ。君がいなくては始まらない。
Yeah, because I make it to the end and I have to fight you and Buddha. We got through the finale and came to the end. The battle is over. All we can do now is give up.
諦める？何を言うんだ。人間は初めから諦めている。全能ではないのだから。我々は諦めながらでしか生きられない生物だ。そんなことを、まさか、今さら君が？
The words come sharply, but there's warmth in their meaning. The speaker of these words seems to relate to me. But I don't remember. Who is this?
私もゴーストの一人だ。視点の檻を眺めている。正当な舞台で最後の勝者を待っている。
This is Twice. Twice H. Peaceman. The final boss of Fate Extra. No clue. I'm sure that I've never met this person. Yeah, because we come from a time that's before we met him. But in the real world, we're already winning, I guess? Not yet. Even if one day I definitely will, with no choice but to meet and fight them. But not yet.
こちらからはそちらの様子はわからない。ただ異常が見られたというだけだ。君は自分の手で、その停滞から抜け出さなくてはならない。
How? A deadlock. This is no deadlock. This is eternity. So long as we're here, we won't vanish. As long as we give up, we can call this a perfect world. Even if it's a far too small, closed-off world.
それは諦めではない。結論だ。
A conclusion. A decision that there's no future.
ここに一枚の絵があるとする。私はかけらだ。
Words assemble.
パズルのかけら。絵に開いた穴。未だ埋められない空白。
The final, beginning hope.
私があるうちは絵は完成しない。だから私はかけらであり続けた。完成してしまった絵はそれで終わりだからね。
He says that, therefore I may have given up, but I mustn't draw the conclusion. A picture that never changes, and a picture that never ends. Which one represents the concept of eternity better?
無論、人生は完成することが目的だ。どのような生命も、どのような文明も、いつかは終わる。我々はその終わりを目指している。今も、昔も。だが、今君が描くその絵は、終わりに足るアートグラフと言えるのかね。
No, not yet. The true meaning of these words are too sublime for me to understand. These words are the perspective of one who is above humans, a messiah. There's only one aim behind it that I could gather. As it is, I won't end. I won't end. This place isn't right. This situation isn't right. This isn't the end yet, I think. I'm shocked. Ultimately, I guess that's the one thing my mind can't do. The reason why is, even if my mind were to break, my sword is still in hand.
その言葉こそ君のすべてだ。
It's time to wake up. Suddenly, I wake up. It seems I had a fragmented dream.
今のは表側の各社、旧姓のサーバントを得たものか。最大の敵に塩を送るとは、酔狂な男よ。
You just know that, huh? I wonder how the other servants react to that. But, yes, the enlightened one from the near side who gained the Savior Servant. He indeed summoned Savor, not Saber. And this is the only Savor class that has existed in the franchise, I believe. Because he is Buddha. And yes, he is aiding me, who is there to fight the final boss in another timeline.
気分はどうだ？おお、片目が開いたというところか。目の曇りは取れたようだな。まだほうけてはいるが、とりあえずは立ち直ったと見える。頑丈な女よ。休憩はここまでだな。その暑苦しさ、生徒会室で悲観している女どもに分けてやるがよい。
You got it. Time to get up and go. I bring my servant along and leave my room. First, let's go talk to our student council allies. We need a firm grasp on the situation at hand. The battle is lost, but the war continues. There are no NPCs left. What's the matter? I don't think there's any more need to speak to me. Our operation is meaningless now. I'm starting to despise myself. The old me wouldn't have suffered. If I hadn't learned about the human mind, I would have maintained my own mental state. I hate myself for thinking that way. I'm sorry. I'm an imperfect homunculus. Still need something? Talk to me. I considered asking about AI. Every Holy Grail war, the Mooncell erases all NPCs and resets every AI's experiences. What's the reason for that? Let's see. My guess is that so it won't deviate from how it should be as an observation machine. In reality, it may be so that it avoids cases like the one we're in. The Mooncell is the eye of God. Within the core is its storage medium, made of photons, which exist on a higher dimension. The Mooncell's core knows how to end humanity. However, it provides no evaluation of such a result. The Mooncell doesn't say which choices lead to a better future. That is to say, it has no criteria for evaluating good and bad. That's exactly why it leaves humanity to manage the Earth. No, it exclusively acts as an outsider that never intervenes. But if an AI with clear criteria were to enter it, the Mooncell may use it as a part of its intelligence and pick a better future, which would be obliteration of humanity. If they're ultimately going to go extinct, then it should be done now. Taking it as a decision that curbs the waste of resources, I think it's extremely logical. Oh. Whether it's BB or some other AI, the end result is the same. So long as it's an AI that can't break from being rational, any AI would choose to purge the Earth of humans. In BB's case, her method, collapse by way of human free will, could be considered humane. That assumption makes no sense, since AI aren't supposed to be able to assimilate with the Mooncell. The result of all this, is that what wasn't supposed to be, there's a lot of, not word salad, but it's, recursive words here. The result of all this is that what wasn't supposed to happen, or what wasn't supposed to be possible to happen, to be possible to happen is so weird. Like, that phrasing is so buggy. It's redundant. The result of all this is that what wasn't supposed to be possible to happen did. What wasn't supposed to be possible did happen. Is how that could be phrased to just be cleaner. I don't know what this phrasing is. It's so bizarre. It's too much. You can probably pare that down. It doesn't need to be as exact. It just needs to make sense. Some fatal bug has occurred in the moon cell. It's not that Miss Tosaka, you, or I were inadequate, nor is it Sakura or BB's fault. That bug is the cause of this destruction. Saying this, Ronnie then stops talking. It looks like Ronnie is more defeated than Rin is. Oh, well, I didn't really encourage her now, did I? Need something? As you can see, I don't feel like talking. Leave me alone for a while. But I refuse. Man, what is it? You have something you want to ask? You mentioned observed universe, but this isn't a term that's actually come up before. Observed universe? Oh, I did explain something like that. Here, time doesn't pass. If we were in a loop, we might still have had a chance, something like that. The theory is, when you go back to the past and put the known present aside, you can rewrite the unknown present. But this situation is nothing like that kind of far-fetched dream. We can't change the result that occurred no matter what we do. The far side of the moon is a world made of imaginary numbers. There is a concept of time, but how it works differs from reality. I suppose I should say it's the difference between perceived time and recorded time. Look, we're talking about this right now in the present, right? But 1, 2, 3. There. Now what I said 3 seconds ago became the past, even though we're still in the middle of our conversation. This is the perceived flow of time. Through humans' own perception, we separate time and space into past, present, and future. Observed universes have very simple laws of physics. People can't see what comes after the present, but they can influence the future. It's a bit late to mention this, but the real world and the near side of the moon are managed by this observed universe. With me so far? More or less. Basically, our world is the one with time that we perceive. Humans perceive the past as constantly updating into the present. From that present, we observe the future, which eventually comes. We can't perceive all three at the same time. But a recorded universe's laws are different. A recorded universe is perceived from several dimensions above, a high-dimensional entity. From the perspective of a higher dimension, the third dimension looks like a flat scroll. It's like if the 3D world were printed in a book and you jumped from within the book and landed outside the book. You could then look down at the records of your past, present, and future that's in the book whenever you wanted. That's the perspective of a higher dimension. You get it, right? With that being the case, all time within the book has equal value. Well, yeah, because it all exists simultaneously. It's already set. I mean, you'd be able to flip to any time page you wanted. No more past or future. It's the same thing here. This is an imaginary number space, a higher dimensional data space made out of light. The far side of the moon is fundamentally managed through the laws of a recorded universe, not an observed universe. We're foreign matter. No, we're guests here. Creatures from an observed universe that got tossed into a recorded universe. But the moon cell's core is a parallel world simulator where past, present, and future exist simultaneously, with all outcomes calculated. Basically, it's a recorded universe entity. And now BB's become the moon cell. She gained the perspective of a higher dimension. That's why BB can manipulate the past and future at the same time. The moment BB reached the core, she gained the power to select a future and set it. The moon cell was purely the eye of God. With an AI like BB mixed in now, it's become the brain of God. I don't know what the future will look like in a few hours, but either way, BB reached the moon cell. That truth isn't changing. She's now become a recorded universe entity. BB can make facts retroactive. She can make it so that she knew this present would come. It's all pretty confusing. Once BB became the moon cell, she became able to tell her past self about this present. So BB knew from the very start that we wouldn't make it in time, no matter what. Chasing after her is as if we might make it in time somehow. That act itself was futile. It was decided from the beginning that BB would reach the core in the end. We were fighting so that we would lose? Were we fighting so that we would lose? Anyway, that's how it is. If you get it now, then be quiet for me. We can't win against God. If you're feeling restless, then how about walking around the school? It's safe after all. We're being kept in here like pets. I don't want to be a pet, though. Plus, there's like no one else here. Oh, you're still here? You still want to go home? I've given up on going home. Oh, well, okay then. All that's left for me is to stay here forever, for all eternity. Cool. Kind of expected, but I was hoping that wouldn't be the case. I can't believe BB made it to the core. What's going to happen to the moon cell? And us? And you? What are you going to do? I don't know, fight? You each have one line then? My apologies. I was trying hard up until now, but I'm going to abandon processing any more thoughts. I can no longer verify what my value in existing is. I transferred all the pseudo-spiritrons, keeping me activated, over to Sakura. But you're still here. Now there's no date, no nothing. Everyone is going to disappear real soon. But there's one last thing I want to know. Why am I here? What happened that made me used to being his girlfriend? I see. This isn't the time to be talking about dates, so I didn't make it in time. Figures. We're having the most happy of times right now. Yeah, I agree. How about in here? Hi. I'm sad that it was all useless from the beginning. Me too. Before, I asked you to lend me your notes, yeah? But, I don't remember taking any classes. Then it's true. No, never mind. You're having a crisis of a different style. How embarrassing. My body won't stop shaking. I've been reset tons of times, but being deleted is a first. Just wait a little longer, okay? Once I get my thought processes in order, I'll be back to my old self, see? Doubt. You too, huh? Good talk. So, downstairs, I guess? How you doing? Here, go in here. There we go. Wait, really? Just nothing? You don't have anything to say? Oh, no. He doesn't even have dialogue. I'm sorry? Just gonna... That's not relevant to that. Also, what is that super generic line? He's, non-functional. Oh, no. Even he's affected. Items alone aren't enough sometimes. It's true. Sometimes they are, though. Hey, how you doing? We all good? You still intend on trying something? I think you're incredible, but sometimes it's pointless to push on. Oh, we are so positive right now, it is infectious. I mean, understandably so, but but still. Your mind must be racing. But first, relax. Look at Kotomine. His expression hasn't changed in the slightest. Man, he's something else. I didn't know how to react at first, but doesn't looking at him now just calm you down? No, it makes me incredibly nervous. I'm thoroughly unsettled. I see. I think now... No. I knew this from the start. I'm sorry, Yuki. I'm sorry. I can't save you. Yuki, no! I can't apparently talk to Yuki. Yeah, she's still broken. The moon cell is... No, this can't be. I mean, it looks like it can. Hey, wasn't there someone else here? The moon cell is a calculator devoid of emotion. So long as you reach it, there should be a way to take it over. However, that'll lead to a massive overload. Could you keep the moon sustained as flesh and blood? Impossible, right? BB's doing exactly that. A humanoid AI can't bear all that weight. She hacked in fully aware that she would self-destruct. What is she thinking? I couldn't tell you. Let's check out the infirmary. Sakura? No? I have Gilgamesh wait for me in the hallway. Then I enter the room. I think we need to have some words. Like I thought, Sakura was the infirmary. I guess Sakura moved over here in order to get out of Rin and Rani's way, being disheartened as they are and all. Thank you for the tea sounds. I drank the tea Sakura prepared for me. All the tea I've ever drank in the Seraph tasted exactly how I remember the real thing did. And this one's got this superb warmth and bitterness to it. Just one sip is enough to dispel the haze over my mind. Yep, Sakura is definitely an expert at making tea. It's perfect. Not at all. I answer with a strained laugh. Your tea is exquisite, Sakura. All she has left. I guess Sakura's referring to the secret recipe behind her tea blend. Alright, at some point I'll peek through the curtains and see how she mixes this. Admittedly though, I need to prioritize exploring. Now that I've had some tea and a breather, I guess I can go for a trip to the labyrinth. Maybe a little bit. Am I enjoying this? Sure, I am pretty relaxed. My head has been hazy ever since I got away from BB back at the core, but I feel like it's all gone away. Sakura is being oddly serious. What is she talking about?
BB に追いつく可能性はゼロだった。だから BB はあんなに余裕があって、桜迷宮も皆さんを苦しめるために作られた余興に過ぎなくて。
Sakura is right. It frustrates me to say that we weren't even a threat to BB. I recall what BB said when I fought her. The world has been my toy for a while now. At that moment, BB knew that she would ultimately reach the core.
はい。だから落ち込むのはわかります。でも、やけになるのはやめてください。
I don't really like pears, so I don't want to fall into a despair.
校舎を歩き回ったり、迷宮に行こうとしたりしないでください。
I can't do that.
私には自分から死にたがっているように見えて。
I will neither confirm nor deny that right now, because I'm not even quite sure. Oh, so that's how I looked to Sakura. She misread my mental state, but her thoughts on the situation were right. I mean, it's just about all over. It's pointless to do anything since the future's decided. And that proves that challenging BB would be a foolish choice to make. It's weird to be thinking about walking around the old school building and checking out what's going on in the labyrinth at this point. It's weird, but still.
もしかしてまだ諦めていないんですか？
I have not. Hearing Sakura say this, I finally and clearly was able to realize these words. She's right. Apparently, I haven't quit yet. Did I have a drastic change of heart at some point? Or am I so simple-minded that a little smack got me back to my senses? Whichever it is, doesn't matter. What's important that right now, my mind is clear. Also, I was entrusted to take the reins. Gato, Leo, Julius, Shinji. All the dudes. If I want to always remember them, then I can't go dropping the responsibilities I took over for them. Seriously, I'm appalled at how simple-minded I am. Deciding to fight now just dispelled most of my worries. My one worry left is the one contradictory result of our analyses. We probably still can't beat BB.
そんな、いけません。これ以上 BB に逆らったら、今度こそ消されてしまいます。
Better than sitting here and waiting for it to happen.
私は皆さんを、あなたを守ると誓いました。もうそれしか守れる約束はないんです。私には BB と戦う力はありません。私にできることはここでの快適な暮らしを提供することだけ。なのに私には分かりません。この校舎だけが唯一安全な世界なのに、ここにいれば助かるのに、どうしてまだ戦うんですか？
Sakura is getting so vocal because she's genuinely concerned about me. The sentiment gently dispels my last doubt. I bet I've been fighting this entire time because I'm the type of person who likes kind people like her.
戦ってきた理由、人を思いやる人のためですか？
That's right. My memory hasn't returned yet. Well, I probably don't have any memories. This person may be somewhat warped. A master lacking something normal people need to have. I can't explain why my memories have been hazy this whole time otherwise. Still, I've got something unshakable within me. Even if my past won't return to me, even if I have no goals, there's a me right here, right now. I'm a nobody. I'm not fighting for some epic reason like saving the Earth or the Moon. The only real thing I can hold on to are ordinary wishes. I am me. Even if parts of me are missing, there's still a pulse going through my limbs. Even if I don't have the memories of my life, of all the stuff I did that must have been fun, or if anything at all, I still remember that they were important to me. Yeah, I'm sure of it. I want to believe in warm people. I want to protect warm people. I know I had fallen into an eternal sleep, dreaming of such a future. So, I bet those desires are what this body is made of. Instead of infinite swords. Well, Even if everything is an illusion. Even if this body is some sort of an afterimage. I am important to me, and the people I love are important to me. All I insist on wanting to protect are the things I see within reach. Oh. Like someone in Unlimited Blade Works route. Actually, no, not even. No, that's more Unlimited Blade Works. Heaven's Feel is protecting, well, Sakura. That's the kind of insignificant, greedy person I am.
あなたは、なんて。
I thank her for the tea and stand up. It's time to head out. Thanks to Sakura, my doubts are gone. Now that I've decided such, I can't stand around any longer.
Ho? 現金なやつよ。いまいち活力が戻らぬと思えば、女と話しただけで勢力を取り戻すとは。やはり三大欲求は強いな。存分に眠り、存分に欲を満たしたのだ。あとは舌を潤すだけだ。
Those are pretty strong, survival pillars.
購買部の食料を買い占めるか？俺が振る舞ってやらんでもないぞ。
Sounds good to me. What's Goldie here talking about? I just had some tea made for me. I did nothing to feel guilty over. I mean, not guilty, but, you know.
わかっている。英雄王ジョークというやつだ。つい愉快な気持ちになってしまってな。
Indeed you do.
だが仕方あるまい。特に許せ。
Fine. I will.
本来、俺はお前のような人間に倒される側なのだ。その恐れを知らぬ顔に何度煮え湯を飲まされたことか。何の因果か、それを今はこうして間近に眺めているのだ。皮肉の一つも口にしたくなるというものだろう。
He laughs, as if mocking himself. No, as if he's sincerely enjoying himself. I can't believe it. I know this is just one of his whimsies, but I can't believe he's now proud of me.
目を覚ましたようだな、雑種。ひとときの眠りの話ではない。貴様の魂のあり方の話だ。生き生きとした顔をしよって、先ほどまでのくだらぬ影は完全に冥府に逃げ去ったか。なんという高顔さ、なんという生き汚さ、なんという見応えに満ち人間の顔だ。行くのだろう。俺も票が乗ってきたところだ。そろそろ本気で剣を取るとしよう。
Sounds good to me.
人類史において神殺しは王の責務。神の座につく者が相手ならば俺が出ぬわけにはいくまいよ。
Excellent. Before that, though, I want to head to my room. I have some new clothes to try. I realized that we were in a very revitalized, heroic mood, but listen, I gotta work on my fashion and see if there's anything else to read or see or listen to. Okay, Gil has nothing new, but I have new socks. Why did that clothes changing sound take so long? Also, how do I spin this? Oh, that's how I spin this. Ah. Only a little peek, but there it is, huh? Okay, then. To go well with this? Oh, that's a little bit more visible with that one on. And then I'm sure with this... Oh, that may be a bit too much. That's too much power. We're gonna stick to this one. Oh, also, it's been a bit, but I totally missed swimsuits. I saw the sign back in floor 16, I think it was. And it even said, if you clear this floor, like, this chance will be gone. I apparently didn't find the, hidden path. Somehow. New Game Plus, I'll find it. But that's a while away. But I missed it. And I'm a little mad. So... Here we go. Sarasvati Meltout. Ben Zaiten's 5-string biwa. And Composite Divinity. Noble Phantasm that BB granted this alter ego. Originally, it was not an anti-unit, but an anti-populace, anti-world Noble Phantasm. Not something to be used in combat or on a warrior, but against something in the range of a civilization with established culture. Meltros's sweet honey melts not only the body, but even the spirit. This Noble Phantasm dissolves the good sense and morals of a community, shaping it into a single body resembling a colony. Trampling on the bodies, hearts, societies that have turned to slime, she absorbs the powers they had. That it shows such effectiveness against non-combatants is due to Meltros's depravity leaking out. The one used as a basis was one of the 7 lucky gods, a goddess like the 3 goddesses of Munakata and Ugajin, Ben Zaiten. It is the biwa of Ben Zaiten who controls things that flow, like water and wind, music and words, speech, poetry, and prose, and such a natural phenomena, given form as a noble phantasm. Ben Zaiten's origin is the Hindu river goddess Sarasvati, born of the creation god Brahma, but was unable to stand his passionate gaze, who desired her as his consort due to her overwhelming beauty. So she desperately ran from him, making her a goddess that's timid in the face of love. Sarasvati is a goddess presiding over art and education, and when she came to be worshipped as Ben Zaiten, she gained the ability to increase property as well. And Composite Divinity. Alter egos are high servants created as a composite amalgamation of heroic spirits. BB accessed the Mooncell servant archives, chose goddesses compatible with each ego, and reproduced the data. Alter egos came into existence as composite goddesses. Meltrolus is made up of 3 goddesses. The first is the chaste goddess Artemis of Greek mythology. Linked with tides and thus the moon's movements, she would take aim with mana to shoot unfailingly, and at the same time bring plague and death. The second is the crossed snake staff originating from either Old Testament's Leviathan or Ugaritic myth's Lotan. It has the same origin as the staff Moses used to split the Red Sea, also acting as a symbol of the split sea. Allows its holder to change properties like water, making them adaptable to any situation. They may also freely change their form, even to the shape of the holder's envy. The third is the Hindu river goddess Sarasvati. She holds the ability to control things that flow, like water and wind, music and words, speech, poetry and prose, and such natural phenomena. The flow of her timbre can excite any emotion from the hearts of those who hear it, and moreover, interfere with the flow of electricity in a computer network. Yeah, so she's made up of different goddesses. And again, if BB decided to make an alter ego that had Ishtar as one of their composite servants, Gilgamesh would immediately Enuma Elish her out of existence. Because he's like, nah, I'm not even playing with that one. Not even a little bit. Well. We've won, but we haven't. But we've reforged our resolve. BB, I'm not gonna let this end as easily as you'd hope. I'm gonna talk with my friends, and we're gonna go again. It's not over yet. There's still a chance. It's not a 0% chance, therefore it may as well be 100. You better be ready.